Let's talk about goals, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about goals.
It's time to set some week one goals. But before we do that, we want to take a minute to acknowledge where you're currently at and reflect on where you hope to go.
Below, we're going to ask you to set a big goal, where you'd like to be in 12 months. And then we're going to set some really small week one goals that will start building momentum in the right direction.
This week, we'd like you to set a small, measurable goal in each of 4 categories: food, water, sleep, and movement. How small? You need to be 100% confident that you will achieve your goal on day 1, and at least 95% confident that you'll be able to achieve your goals every day this week.
Succeeding at a really small goal is going to help you feel much better than setting a lofty goal and failing. For instance, if you don't currently have a daily workout habit established, set a goal to exercise for at least 7 minutes every day this week. Going from nothing to 30 or 60 minutes a day probably isn't realistic or sustainable. So start really small and build momentum.
Be sure that each goal is also measurable. You need to be able to say, yes, I did it, or no, I didn't do it. For example, eat healthier isn't measurable, but no snacking between lunch and dinner is.
Your goal needs to be measurable because every morning we're going to ask you a simple question. How did it go yesterday? Your daily email will include a link to a form with 4 checkboxes, 1 for each category. If you achieved your goal, you get the satisfaction of checking the box.
This daily check-in not only offers accountability and builds momentum, it also enters you to win some cool stuff. Every time you complete your check-in, you're entered to win a weekly giveaway, and you're also entered to win one of 3 $100 grand prizes from our sponsor, Michigan Awesome. How awesome is that?
And lastly, for each goal that you set below, there's also a section that asks what you need to do to make sure you succeed in achieving that goal every day. As they say, a goal without a plan is a wish.
If your goal is to add a fruit or vegetable to breakfast, make sure you're stocked up on produce you enjoy. If your goal is to be in bed by 10:30 each night, you might need to turn all screens off by 10 p.m. You set your own goals and make your own plan.
We'll be here every day offering encouragement, accountability, and reminding you that you are awesome.
Ready, set, go.
You got this.